I want to let you know that like things could be worse right now. You know, I know you might be going through something right now, and it might seem like the end of the world. You feel me? But you gotta understand that wherever you're at right now, even if you're watching this video, I feel like that's even a footage right there. Feel me? Everybody don't really have access to this technology in itself. So you gotta look at the bright sides of things. You know what I'm saying? You can't be too pessimistic and too can't think of the word. We're just gonna go with pessimistic right now, bro. You just gotta find. I was reading this book earlier, and it says you have to find our opportunity in everything. Like, although things might look grim, you gotta find the opportunity how like you can make this a learning experience. You know, or like flip it on its head to being a good thing for you. I feel like we we see something bad, like we see something bad, aka bad, because bad and good is subjective. We see something bad, but and then we fold, not even fold. We shrink. That's what I want to say. We shrink from it, right? Instead of actually trying to figure out how we can make this good, or even just going through the fire and trying to, you feel me, trying to just learn, bro. I'm literally listening to this book on Audible, and it's called "Ego is the Enemy," and it says that like no matter how old you get, how much you know about, like always be a student, because once you feel like I know enough, that's when it's like you're destined to fail because it's somebody else who's always out there practicing. Somebody else who's always out there learning more. You know what I'm saying? You letting your ego get ahead of you, thinking that you know it all, but truly nobody knows it all. It's so much vast information on different subjects and different topics. You know what I'm saying? You might be strong in your field or your specialty, right, bro? But there's so much to know. You know what I'm saying? And it's just, you know what I'm saying? It's not saying like you have to be like mega mind with this all this information, but you should always be striving to just like be to improve your intellect, to be just to improve your intellect. And yeah, bro, like there's so much more we could be fucking doing. To be honest with you, like I'm literally door dashing, right, bro? Because Thomas is hard, I know. But like I was literally door dashing, right? And I'm seeing all these big ass houses, or these big houses in South Person, these big houses, bro. And like I was like, bro, like I want this lifestyle, bro. You know, I want this lifestyle. Like I want the nice car. You know what I'm saying? I want the big house, the Victorian house. You know what I'm saying? Like I want those things, but in order to get those things, it's going to have like a you need to have like a work ethic, you know. And I was watching another video recently, bro, and it said in order to get those things, you gotta have a vision first. You know what I'm saying? You can't get anywhere about having a vision about what you want, right? So it's first it's vision, and then it's work ethic, and then it's no really guarantees that you will get what you want, bro. But with good work ethic, results will show, and you know you might get it, but okay, with good work ethic, you will get it, but there's no time when you will get it. That's what I meant to say. You're definitely get it if you have a great work ethic, but like the timing is you gotta keep working, bro. And even after you get it, even after you get what you want, you don't stop working. You know what I'm saying? You don't relax. You don't chill. You keep working. Work, bro. Just keep fucking working, bro. I promise you, bro. I'm not saying do this backbreaking work. It's just listen, literally what I said earlier in the video. Just be striving to improve, striving to improve, man. Mm. Yeah, bro. It's like I can't remember what I said in the last video because it's been so long and I want to repeat myself. But times get tough, bro. Times get tough, bro. And honestly, those times are going to make you or break you. And what I did want to add on to it, because it just came to my mind, is that like You can say you want to change your life. You can say that, like, I want all these things, right? And you can be in the process of changing your life. You can't be in the process of changing your life, okay? But what I realized is that either the Lord or the universe will test you. You know, it will test you. Mother Nature, the Lord, whatever you believe in, you will be tested. Okay. And what I would say is that, like, when you say I want these things, right, and you get tested to see if you can actually handle these things, if you can handle these things, right, or if you even deserve these things in the first place, right? What what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? Are you gonna fail the test? You keep doing the stuff that you did to, like, you know what I'm saying, your past life, the old you, or are you gonna, like, stay disciplined, pass the test, and then show that you, like, I'm worthy of these things? You feel me? And show why why I should have these things. Show why like I'm going to get that shit. Like, bro, I promise you, tests are everywhere. From people, from outside factors in your life, from your fucking self too, bro. Honestly, you're the biggest test. You're the biggest test. Because at the end of the day, you by yourself, you make all the decisions. Somebody else can test you, but, like, nobody else. I'm sorry, I want to get this right. I want to get this right so bad, bro. Yes, outside people can test you, right? But what it really comes down to is, like, what you tell yourself. Like, the test that you put in yourself, the test that you put inside your head. You know what I'm saying? When you be like, oh, I start doubting myself, right? That's a test right there. You know why? Because you're testing yourself. It's like, am I going to give into this negativity? Or am I going to break down that shit and be like, oh no, like, I'm not going to allow none of that shit in my head. I'm going to keep grinding. I'm going to try to shut the window. You know what I'm saying? It's no time for self-doubt. Self-doubt, you fall into that shit, you failed the test. You failed the test. But when you have these thoughts, right, and you say, nah, that's not who I am. That's who I was, but it's not who I want to be. You got to. It first starts with you. It first starts with you, right? Like, and this is why all great leaders and all not philosophers, but this is why all great leaders and all great stoics first conquered themselves. Because when somebody else tried to come around and bribe them or test them, they wouldn't fall for that shit. Because they mastered themselves. Because they had everything they needed. And what they needed was in here.